Cody Rhodes' first match on Raw in 6 years came on the day of the 1 year anniversary of The Fiend's final WWE match. This is Stings you might have missed, and before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So many people contacted me today saying, am I going to talk about this? Of course I'm going to talk about this. 1 year ago, The Fiend had his last match at WrestleMania. Tonight, there was a Fiend in the audience. Shout out to Boy for spotting that. That's really, really cool. But huge news that we dropped on Twitter yesterday. During WrestleMania Access, Undertaker said this about Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, I really, I hope things get worked out with him somewhere, because he is a phenomenal talent, and I think he has a lot to offer this industry. So I only wish the best for him, and hopefully at some point he comes home.
Yeah. Now you gotta believe Undertaker saying that publicly. Undertaker behind the scenes hopefully is saying the same thing. And he might be saying a lot more because now Undertaker is seemingly getting a podcast on Peacock, part of WWE. I think that's a cool idea. Something totally different out there. No idea what the structure will be like, but it's something I'm definitely interested to see. I just hope Taker has or does talk to Vince McMahon about Bray Wyatt, because let's be honest, we need him back. But it was Cody Rhodes' first match on Raw in 6 years. He was victorious, beating The Miz. And I really, really like that. A lot of people talking about this being a potential Jon Moxley tease by Cody Rhodes after the suicide dive. It could be. It's very similar to what Moxley does. We know Moxley's contract with AEW is apparently set to expire. Could this be WWE and Cody Rhodes, the man who just crossed that line, teasing another one? But whoever said that Miz and Cody wasn't going to be good, well, they were wrong, because even the starting segment with Miz TV was money. Really, really great promo, great lines from both. Obviously, Cody talking about After Dark, talking about being in front of a crowd like this for the first time in ages. Really, really cool little promo to lead to the match. I liked it. And although we've already talked about The Fiend, we kind of need to talk about him again, because WWE did something tonight with Damian Priest I don't think anyone saw coming. It wasn't just Fiend related. It was Undertaker kind of inspired. He went down to one knee. He turned the lights purple, bluey kind of colour. His eyes went crazy. He turned a little bit psychotic. We went to a commercial break. The suspense was there. What is WWE gonna do with Damian Priest? You guessed it. Nothing. The match is over. They said that the power had gone out, and they got the power back on during the commercial break, and AJ was just backstage. And I don't know. I don't know. That was so freaking bad. What was that? I don't understand, WWE. How can you have a character like The Fiend, get it so wrong but so right at the same time, and then with Damian Priest, just get it completely wrong? Massive congratulations go out to Alexa Bliss, who did get married over the weekend. There was some fun little social media photos going around following the wedding, including Braun Strowman's skin-tight pink top. But there is videos of Alexa twerking, you name it. It's all over Twitter right now. It looks like the best wedding of the year, I'm not going to lie. Genuinely looked like a lot of fun. Glad it had a great time for Lexi as a person and not just as a wrestler. But talking of WWE, maybe her return is sooner than we think, because she got an honourable mention on Raw tonight when Sonya said, talking of returning superstars, Alexa Bliss. So does that mean Alexa's return is imminent? I hope so. Sonya would then go on to attack Bianca after fooling her into signing the contract. It will be Sonya Deville versus Bianca Belair for the championship. I'm fine with that. If you remember, Sonya actually had the Lilly doll stalking her before. So is there a potential storyline with Alexa and Sonya? Makes relevancy that Sonya mentioned her the way she did then, possibly. I think so. It's very, very possible Maybe we just have to wait till the end of this match. Maybe that's when Alexa Bliss returns to WWE. I hope so. And yes, I know you'll be asking me for it, so let's do it anyway. It's retrospective. It didn't happen on this week's Raw before you get your hopes up. But it's Puppet Watch! I bet my neighbours thought they would finish with that. Liv Morgan was in action this week on Raw. No Rhea Ripley. Important to stress. We did get an explanation why. But of course it was Liv Morgan versus Naomi. Does make sense after she faced Sasha on SmackDown. But 50-50 booking left Liv losing this match. But Liv won in life because she just sold a whip for $10,671.99. What? $10K for a whip? That's the thing. But WWE saying Rhea Ripley is out of action due to COVID protocol. That's absolutely fine, obviously. Obviously, plans do change. They have announced that next week will be the Raw Women's Tag Team title match. So we'll see if hopefully that goes ahead. And this is really cool. WrestleMania defeated the Super Bowl on social media. Now, although there's a lot of different statistics here to look at, WWE did get higher numbers. And I think this is something when a casual fan will see this that could potentially make them check WrestleMania or WWE as a whole out. So not a bad way to advertise for WWE. Ciampa is finally on Raw, officially on the Raw roster. And it was nice of Ezekiel to introduce himself. Ezekiel very humble in welcoming Ciampa to Raw. And then Kevin Owens came in. And do you know what? Genuinely, this is the funniest thing they're currently doing in WWE. And I love it. Coming in with a conspiracy that this is apparently Elias, which even Ciampa told him it's definitely not. That's Ezekiel. Like, I love this. Kevin Owens looks like he's going crazy because he knows it. It's just funny as hell. Veer Mahaan came on Raw this week. He faced Dominik Mysterio instead of Ray. No idea why, but it was Dominik, and he was brutal. Veer dominating. There's a slight botch with the crossbody over the top rope where he had to go back to the guardrail, but he protected himself well. That clothesline. Oh my God, give him that as a finishing move, because I've got to be honest, Veer's current finishing move, they call it the cervix clutch. No. Don't call it that, but that's what they're calling it. I look at this as a fan and I think I can counter this. Just rotate your hips and turn round. Everything's in place for you to be able to do that. It just doesn't look great, does it? It looks like we're getting it. The Raw and the SmackDown tag team titles to be merged. The undisputed tag team champions are coming. The Usos confronted RK Bro. They end up having a match with the Street Profits. Loved leaping the top rope, landing on Alpha Academy, and getting right in the face of RK Bro. Huge spot for that match. Loved it, but the overall winners were the Usos, and now the match is on. Are you guys into, like, unifying these championships? Do you think this is a good idea? I think it's going to be very interesting how they then play it out later on. We have a name change. Austin Theory is now just Theory. Officially dropped Austin from his name. Why? Honestly, why? Just call him Austin Theory. It's not hard. Have I zoned out of Raw for weeks? Because I've never seen this before. RK Bro snakes were attacking each other. It's the match I wanted to see at WrestleMania, damn it. R-Truth is now ordained. He's going to be officiating the wedding of Tamina and Akira Tozawa, Dana Brooke and Reggie. That's a thing. But come on, who doesn't love a WWE wedding? And I got to give a massive shout out to Zelina Vega. What is that attire? That looks Mattel. I need that in action figure form now. It felt to me like an average Raw this week. So I'm going to be a bit brutal with the score and give it a 6.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications. You'll never miss an upload. Like the video. It really does help it perform well. And I'll see you next time. Peace!